everyone, and welcome back to my online teaching platform. We are still looking at application of differentiation, and we are considering small changes. So we have our second problem on small changes, and we have to find a solution to it. Okay, so let us look at the problem. The surface area of a sphere of radius r is given by the formula A is equal to 4 pi r squared. The radius is 5 centimeters and it is decreased by 3%. Find the approximate percentage decrease in the surface area. Alright. So there's a sphere whose radius has been what? Decreased by 3%. And because of that, the area will also decrease. Okay. So we have to find the percentage decrease in that area. So that's what we are supposed to do now. So given the area of the sphere, let us start with that. So I have my solution here. So we know the area of a sphere to be 4 pi r squared. Okay, 4 pi r squared. And you are given the radius to be 5 centimeters, right? Now you are given the change that has occurred in the radius. So let us get the small change in the radius, which is 3%, 3% of the radius, which is 5, okay, 5 centimeters. So this will give us a result of, let us check. So we have 3 divided by 100 times 5 give us a result of 0.15 centimeters, okay. So this is the change that has occurred in the radius, but the change is what? There's a decrease rather. Okay, it has rather decreased. So it means when it comes to decrease, okay, when it has decreased, you have to multiply the result by -1. It's going to be -0.15 centimeters. All right. It implies that the final one, because we know that to find a small change in the radius, is going to be the final radius or the new radius minus the initial one. Okay. So because there has been a reduction, the new radius will be smaller than the initial radius. So it means when you subtract, you're going to get a negative result. Okay. So because it has been decreased by 3%, you just find 3% of the original radius. That's the initial radius. Then when you are done, you just multiply the result by -1. All right. Now let us now work on the change in A with respect to R. So we know our A to be 4 pi r squared. So we find our the A, the R. Okay. So this will give us, we are going to differentiate the area with respect to the radius. So it's going to give us 8 pi r. Okay, pi is a constant. Okay, so this is what we have obtained. But the r is 5. Our radius is what? 5. So we need to substitute 5 for r. So we are going to get it as 8 pi multiplying 5. And this will give us 40 pi. Okay, we have 40 pi as our dA dr. Okay, now we know that our dA dr is approximately the same as small change in A divided by small change in what? R. Okay. Now we know the small change in R to be -0.15. So we just bring it here. And we know the dA dr to be 40 pi equal to our small change in A, that is what we are looking for, divided by the small change in R, which is negative 0.1, check, negative 0.15, okay, negative 0.15. Then we now cross multiply. We are going to get 40 pi times negative 0.15 equal to small change in what? A. So we now multiply this. We are going to get 40 pi times negative 0.15, and this will give us negative 6 pi, okay, equal to small change in A. So this is the small change in A, right? Now, when you are done with this, the final answer, because this negative should let you know that there has been a reduction in the area because the radius was also decreased, okay? So if the radius is decreased, the area too will decrease. So the negative here is telling you that the area has also decreased, okay? Now we are to find the percentage decrease, not just the decrease, okay? There's not just a small change that has occurred in the area, but the percentage decrease that has occurred in the area. So it means we are going to now express whatever we have obtained in terms of what? Percentage. So percentage decrease. This is the decrease that you have obtained. But we have to find percentage decrease. So percentage decrease in A, that is the area, is equal to change in area, that is the change over area. Okay. You know percentage decrease to be change over the original, that is the actual value, times 100%. Okay. So we know the change in the area to be negative 6 pi. Okay. Then divided by the area, which is 4 pi r squared. Okay. Times 4 pi r squared times 100%. Okay. So let's continue. Now let's see what we get in this. Pi divides this. All right. So we are done with that part. So we are now left with negative 6 divided by 4r squared times 100%. All right. And this will give us negative 600 divided by 4. But our r is 5. So we bring back the 5, which is 5 squared percent. All right. So we have it to be negative 600 divided by 5 squared is 25 times 4 give us 100. Okay, percent. And this will give us a result of negative 6%. Okay, but we don't use negative. Okay, in the final answer, it means there has been a reduction. That's why the negative is here. So when you are concluding, you have to write the positive aspect. So there has been 6% reduction in the total surface area of the sphere as a result of 3% reduction in the radius of the Earth's sphere. All right. So our answer here is 6%. So the approximate percentage decrease in the surface area is 6%. All right. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Math with MFA, and equally share with others to also view and share my videos. Bye.